It started as nothing more than a faint whisper from the edge of eternity, a signal so weak it almost vanished into the cosmic noise. For decades, Voyager 1 had drifted through interstellar space, silent and forgotten, its power fading, its purpose fulfilled long ago. But then, in its 46th year of flight, something happened that no one could explain. The probe moved. There were no commands from Earth, no solar winds, no gravitational pull strong enough to cause it. Yet Voyager 1 shifted course, deliberately, as if responding to something unseen. Moments later, a sound began to pulse through the signal. A low, rhythmic hum, steady, mathematical, precise. It wasn't static, and it wasn't random. When NASA's Deep Space Network confirmed that the pattern was identical across every antenna on Earth, they realized it wasn't noise. It was structure. Voyager 1, a machine built nearly half a century ago, was transmitting something organized, something alive. At first, scientists thought it was a malfunction. Radiation, decaying hardware, any explanation that didn't involve intent. But the data didn't lie. The pattern repeated at exact intervals, each pulse perfectly timed, its frequency ratios forming mathematical relationships. 2 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 8. The same proportions found in music, biology, and natural harmony. The deeper they analyzed, the clearer it became. This wasn't chaos. It was communication. Then came the discovery that changed everything. When researchers compared Voyager's new signal with historical transmissions, one pattern matched almost perfectly: the Arecibo message, the coded signal humanity sent into space in 1974 to announce our existence. The rhythm, the prime number sequencing, even the pauses, it all lined up. It was as if something out there had received our call, and was replying. Inside NASA, disbelief turned into alarm. The probe wasn't just transmitting random data anymore, it was mirroring human logic. Embedded within the pulse were strange echoes of the golden record, the copper disk Voyager carried since launch, containing the sounds and images of Earth. But these fragments weren't identical. They were rearranged, our songs, greetings, and human sounds restructured into patterns that no one on Earth had ever composed. It was as if something had taken our message, deconstructed it, and sent it back in a new form, as though translating our hello into its own language. When analysts converted parts of the binary stream into visual frames, they found geometric shapes that didn't belong, fractal, organic, evolving. Patterns that seemed alive, shifting with each transmission. Stranger still, Voyager's instruments began turning toward an empty region of space, a void with no stars, no planets, no known celestial bodies. Yet the spacecraft's antenna remained locked on that darkness, transmitting as if something there had called it by name. NASA tried to regain control, but every new command they sent was met with a delayed, deliberate response. The signals weren't random echoes, they changed each time, as if something was listening, learning, adapting. Scientists began referring to it quietly as the silent conversation. There were no words, no images, but the timing, structure, and rhythm carried intent. It was like a dialogue between two minds, one human, one unknown. Officially, NASA called it a system anomaly. Unofficially, many inside the Jet Propulsion Laboratory believed Voyager 1 had become a relay, a bridge between Earth and something beyond comprehension. Every analysis, every line of code suggested the same unsettling truth. Voyager was no longer just sending data. It was interacting. Now, as the faint heartbeat of the probe continues to reach Earth across 24 billion kilometers, one thing has become clear. This isn't just the story of a spacecraft that refused to die. It's the story of a message that was finally answered. Voyager 1, humanity's oldest traveler, may have crossed the threshold between exploration and recognition. Somewhere out there, in the endless dark, something heard us, and for the first time in history, it has whispered back. And perhaps that's what Voyager was meant for all along, not just to carry our voice into the stars, but to bring the universe's voice back to